In the heart of the African savanna, a colossal figure lumbers through the tall grass, its massive frame casting a long shadow under the relentless sun. But this is no ordinary elephant. It bears a horrific wound, a grotesque reminder of a battle with nature that has left it scarred and suffering. The gaping hole in its side, a festering wound, is not merely a mark of injury, but a gateway to a dark world of infestation. As we draw closer, the sight becomes more disturbing. Snakes, slithering and writhing, have made this majestic creature their home. Their scales glisten in the sunlight, a stark contrast to the raw, inflamed flesh they inhabit. This is not just a tale of survival, it is a chilling exploration of the brutal realities of life in the wild. The snakes, likely a mix of constrictors and venomous species, have found a perfect breeding ground in the elephant's wound. They thrive in the moist, decaying tissue, feeding on the necrotic flesh, and, in turn, exacerbating the elephant's suffering. Each movement of the elephant sends ripples of pain through its body, a reminder of the parasitic relationship that has formed. The snakes, oblivious to the agony they cause, continue to multiply, their numbers swelling as they feast on the elephant's very life force. This grotesque symbiosis is a stark reminder of nature's indifference, where survival often comes at a horrific cost. As we delve deeper into this unsettling scenario, we must confront the ethical implication in the vast, shimmering expanse of the ocean, where sunlight dances on the waves and life thrives in myriad forms. A dark and unsettling story unfolds beneath the surface. Meet Luna, a dolphin whose graceful movements once captivated onlookers, but now she bears the scars of a gruesome battle. A horrific wound festers on her side, a gaping hole that reveals the raw, pulsing flesh beneath. This is not just any injury, it is the result of a relentless infestation of marine mussels, a phenomenon that is as fascinating as it is grotesque. As we dive deeper into Luna's plight, prepare yourself for a journey that intertwines the beauty of nature with the harsh realities of survival. A tale that is both shocking and thought-provoking. Mussels, those seemingly innocuous bivalves, have a dark side that few are aware of. In their natural habitat, they cling to rocks and piers, filtering water and contributing to the ecosystem. However, when conditions are right, they can become a parasitic menace. In Luna's case, the mussels have found a host in her vulnerable body, attaching themselves to her skin and burrowing into her flesh. This infestation is not merely a nuisance, it is a brutal assault on her very being. The mussels, in their quest for survival, have created a grotesque tableau of suffering. As they multiply, they cause her skin to break down, leading to infections that can spread like wildfire through her system. The sight is harrowing. The once sleek and vibrant dolphin now bears the weight of her affliction, her body a canvas of decay. The wound is a festering mass, oozing with a mixture of blood and pus, a stark reminder of the fragility of life in the ocean. Each mussel, a tiny monster, feeds on her flesh, leaving behind a trail of destruction. The pain she endures is unimaginable, yet in the heart of the dense, shadowy jungles of South America, where the air is thick with humidity and the sounds of wildlife echo through the trees, a jaguar prowls. This magnificent creature, known for its power and grace, is a symbol of the wild. But today, we find this apex predator in a state of distress, a sight that is both shocking and heartbreaking. The jaguar, with its striking coat of rosettes, bears a horrific wound, a gaping hole in its side that tells a grim story of survival against the odds. As we draw closer, the true horror of its condition becomes apparent. The jaguar is infested with parasites, a gruesome testament to the relentless struggle for life in the animal kingdom. Parasites are nature's dark underbelly, thriving in the shadows of their hosts. In this case, the jaguar is a victim of a particularly vicious infestation. The wound, raw and oozing, is a breeding ground for a variety of parasites, including botflies, ticks, and even the dreaded hookworms. These organisms, often unseen until it's too late, invade the body, feeding off the host's blood and tissues. The botfly larvae, for instance, burrow into the skin, creating painful lesions as they grow. Each movement of the jaguar sends waves of agony through its body, a constant reminder of the invaders feasting on its flesh. As we observe this jaguar, we can't help but feel a mix of horror and fascination. The life cycle of these parasites is a gruesome tale in itself. The female botfly lays her eggs on the skin of unsuspecting mammals, and when the larvae hatch, they burrow into the flesh, causing immense suffering. The jaguar, once the king of the jungle, is now reduced to a mere shell of its former self, a living host for these vile creatures. The ticks, too, latch onto the jaguar, sucking its blood and transmitting diseases that can weaken even the strongest of animals. Each tick is a tiny vampire, draining the life force from this majestic beast, leaving it vulnerable and exposed. But the horror doesn't end there. Hookworms, with their razor-sharp teeth, attach themselves to the intestinal walls, causing internal bleeding in the heart of the African savanna, where the sun blazes down and the air shimmers with heat. A zebra stands alone, its striking black and white stripes marred by a gruesome sight. A horrific wound, a gaping hole in its flank, reveals a dark and disturbing reality, an infestation of insects that have turned this majestic creature into a living nightmare. As we zoom in on this unfortunate zebra, we are drawn into a world that is both fascinating and repulsive, a stark reminder of nature's brutal cycle of life and death. The wound, festering and raw, is not merely a result of a careless encounter with a thorny bush. It is a breeding ground for a host of insidious insects, each one playing its part in a macabre dance of survival. The zebra, once a symbol of grace and beauty, now becomes a canvas for nature's most grotesque artists. Flies, maggots, and other parasites swarm around the open wound, their presence a testament to the harsh realities of life in the wild. The most notorious of these invaders is the botfly, whose larvae burrow into the flesh of their host, feeding on the living tissue. As we observe this gruesome spectacle, we cannot help but feel a mix of horror and fascination. The larvae, wriggling and squirming, are a chilling reminder of the lengths to which nature will go to ensure its own continuation. Insects, often dismissed as mere nuisances, play a crucial role in the ecosystem. They are nature's recyclers, breaking down organic matter and returning nutrients to the soil. However, in the case of our zebra, this role takes on a darker tone. The infestation not only causes immense suffering to the animal, but also serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of life. The zebra's immune system, overwhelmed by the sheer number of invaders, struggles to fight back. Each day, the wound grows larger, the pain more intense, as the insects feast on its flesh. As we delve deeper into the world of insect infestations, we uncover a chilling truth. These creatures are not just mindless pests, they are highly adapted survivors, equipped with the tools necessary to thrive in even the most hostile environments. The botfly, for instance, has evolved a unique method of reproduction, laying its eggs on the skin of unsuspecting mammals. Once the larvae hatch, they burrow into the flesh, creating a gruesome home for themselves. This process, while horrifying, is a testament to the resilience of life in all its forms. But what does this mean for our zebra? As the infestation continues to spread, the animal's health deteriorates. It becomes increasingly vulnerable to predators, its once proud stature diminished by the weight of its suffering. The savanna, a place of beauty and wonder, transforms into a stage for a tragic play, where the zebra is both the protagonist and the victim.